This little hospital on the hill that started is no longer that little hospital. The purpose of our program is to educate students to do the laboratory procedures and to understand the pathophysiology of what's going on in a patient in hematology, in chemistry, microbiology, blood banking, immunology. All those are covered in our lectures as well as in our laboratory techniques that they were learned as they were actually going through the program.
I chose the school here at the hospital because I believed it was going to best prepare me for a career in the clinical lab setting. The staff here are both knowledgeable and experienced and able to help train you in the lab, and you're working with real samples from patients here in the hospital.
The students that come out of our program are just so prepared to just jump out there and work.
The school has opened up many opportunities for me in my career. I believe the most rewarding has been my opportunities to educate the young laboratorians of tomorrow. So being a student in this school really instilled a passion of laboratory education in me.
When I was a student, I had a textbook that was this thick. Now you will see a stack of 4 or 5 textbooks minimum stacked up like this. That's how the volume of knowledge has increased within our profession.
I believe the school here is one of the best in the city. I went through when Gene Cooper was here, but I know Marissa's also doing an awesome job with the school, and they definitely prepared us to be medical technologists.
I guess I'm the proudest of the fact that when I left, our graduation rate and passing certification was 97 to 98%. And I know Marissa has maintained that. That is well above the national average. You know, anybody can make it through the program, you should be proud of them. It is that difficult. I did a study of all the graduates from the program and how many were retained, and it was always around 30 to 35% of our employees in the laboratory were former graduates. So we were self-fulfilling the needs that we had. Also along the way, there were approximately 10 different programs in Kansas City area, and I saw 8 of those programs go out of existence. So we would begin filling our own needs, plus we were filling the needs for other hospitals in Kansas City with the graduates coming out of our program.
The interesting thing about medical laboratory science profession is there are about 12,000 vacancies that are needed across the nation, and only 5,000 graduates are being produced in the med lab science schools. So in regards to the Kansas City area, many hospitals have requested that we add more seats to our clinical program, which we have done little by little every year.
Well, you know, the strange thing is they've always said technology was going to replace people. It really has not. In many cases, I've actually seen staff added when you add technology. But to do some of the testing that we do now would be physically impossible to get the results out in a given amount of time with the volumes that are now existing in a laboratory.
The machines are much faster than they used to be. Probably when I got out of school, it might take, on a chemistry analyzer, it could take, you know, up to maybe 30 minutes or longer to get certain tests off that now would only take minutes.
When we came in the mornings, we used to draw blood at 7 o'clock. Now they're drawing blood at 1 and 2 in the morning because the laboratory results have to be out. Again, that comes down to your instrumentation. It can be fast enough to process 80-some samples through, sometimes well over 80 samples, to get those out for the physicians coming in at 7 o'clock in the morning.
The lab is very important, even though unseen. The lab provides basically everything the doctor needs to diagnose that patient. Without what the lab provides, there would be no diagnosis.
Well, I'm going to go back to a comment that one of the oncologists gave us during a laboratory week one time. He said, "I really can't do anything until I have those lab results back."
It's so very rewarding to me knowing that the work that we do can have direct impact on a patient's care. You know, and knowing that physicians can't make diagnoses, can't prescribe treatment or take a certain treatment path without the knowledge that we're able to give them with our results. It's so rewarding to be a part in that big picture of patient care.
I would like to thank administration for supporting our MLS program for the past 50 years. We've been able to meet the demands of the field. Our students are having absolutely no problem finding positions in the Kansas City area and even beyond the Kansas City area in the region across the nation. They are employable across the world, and so I think the future is perfect right now.